I still think you need someone to train people on how to use AI. Double kill! Hit ball! I'm gonna snipe, eh? I wanted to do this for a while now. And I basically already did a recording on this, but FPS-wise it was a bit stupid to do. I had some issues. So that one is going into the thing, to the trash bin. And this one, basically, we're gonna do it a bit different. To also make it a bit more interesting. As you can see, we have ChatGPT in front of us. This is not for the build, we're gonna use it. Basically, I'm gonna reroll this thing again and see what god do we get and what build do we get. And we're gonna follow the ChatGPT build. Why? I don't know. I wanna see if our little friend AI can do as good as we normally can do. So let's ask it for and like I'm gonna do, like I said, random code, but I'm gonna remove that for either random hunter or mage. Because you know the thing is what I think. If I get a tank, it will be funny, but I don't think that would be interesting in the video, me tanking around with tank builds from, like, you know, our friend ChatGPT. So let's ask and see what it gets. Rama, Roll Hunter, Devour's Gauntlet, Executioner, Canes, Assi, Brawler's Beatsick, and Deadbringer. No starter item? Purification Beach and Aegis Amulet. Rama! I've never played Rama that much, but you know what it already is? It misses mana. Notice on the build, Rama is a powerful hunter with high single dark damage potential. This build focuses on maximizing his attack speed, critical hit chance to take down enemy gods quickly. The Virus Gauntlet is a good starting item for extra lifesteal and stacking up for late game. Execution reduces any physical protection, increases Rama's attack speed, while Kin Seals deals extra damage based on target health. As you provide more lifesteal and attack speed, making it a great item for hunters. Brawler's Beatsick reduces enemy healing and provides more penetration. Deadbringer is an essential item for critical strike chance, critical hit damage, making Rama's basic attack hit even harder. ChatGPT has a point. Can't deny that. But I do have to say one thing, which I didn't say before starting. ChatGPT only knows up to data of 2021, if I'm correct. If I'm not correct, somebody will probably do me in the comment down below. Be like, Elise, you're wrong. You might be like, hey, ChatGPT's newer version is up to, then, yeah, okay, sorry, so far I know, I thought ChatGPT has data up to 2021. So, how we'll do a Smite 2021 build for Ramadou in a 2020, not Conquest, sorry, in a 2020 game or Smite. I'll see you all when I have found a game.
A few moments later.
Oh, it looks like we have a game, and since the build from ChatGPT will be here in the screen throughout the whole game, so that you always can fact check that buying the right items. You know, one thing is gonna be suck. It's gonna suck, and that's I don't have mana. Mana is gonna be a huge issue for Rama. Maybe late game it doesn't work, you know. So I think this is what I'm not looking forward to. However, we're playing with an Athena, Anubis, Kukala, and a set with all level 10. Again, against the Nuwa, Hercules, Hell, Need, and Thanatos. Oh, the Thanatos is gonna be... only have a Hell. So the Brawler's Beatsick is gonna be nice, in this case, but... you don't know, Rama is more a basic attack hunter. So if I could change one thing in this case, I would change Brawler's Beatsick for Toxic Blade. So, let's set go Devour's Gauntlet first item. I'm not to buy pots. I'm not gonna buy pot. It want to get Purification Beads and Aegis Amulet and Jesus. Oh, this looks so different. Look how different this looks texture-wise. Oh. If you don't know, if I said I was recording this video earlier and I got a tank. Like I got Bologna with an interesting build. But I had some FPS issues because apparently Slash got an update. Because I've done Slash videos before with, like, for example, the last one being push lifesteal. So I've reduced the settings a bit since FPS wise that wasn't playable. So it was barely playable. It was doable, but not as much. So that's why I've reduced the settings, but I'm not used to this, so this looks so different. I should have tried high before I did this, you know. And if I got high and I got like an interesting game, I would do it, but... Like, I wanna know, how much do you use ChatGPT in like work or school? Because ChatGPT for me is awesome. Did we get red buff? Oh, my FPS drop already to 60? Or to 40? Yeah, can you see my FPS? No, it's just barely behind ChatGPT. What are we doing? Uh-huh. I debated. My F... Oh. Maybe I should just remove the build. Be like, okay, that's it. Maybe I remove the build throughout the video if it really helps. FPS. Maybe it's Discord, you never know. But I don't know, Slash got an update for some reason. And when I'm trying to do this, it's FPS box. I mean, you don't notice that much, you can barely see the FPS because it's like behind ChatGPT's interface that they added. So. I don't wonder how this game goes with this build. Executioner. Like, it is said that I can build Toxic Blade, because I don't know if I have an ability that damage, you know, to be honest. I don't know if I have an ability that, that damage. I need. Okay. Gonna get her ulted. I heard that Thanatos ult. Yeah. It's 1,000 blocks. Executioner, I can buy it. I was thinking, like, in the meantime, you know, buy an what do you call it? Starter item. But no, I'm gonna follow ChatGPT's build. The only thing I'm gonna buy is bots. Not anything else. It's like ChatGPT has been amazing for schoolwork. You know, I'm a programmer girl. Yeah, it does exist. Girls do programming. It does. I know. Doesn't sound horrible. It sounds impossible, like a mythical, like good teammates, you know. Oh, Hercules doesn't like me. Gonna go in.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
Gonna go. Ulta. I hit the last one, of course. God damn it. Oh, he stays. I need. I'm way worse clear than need now. I think the new UI gave some issues to Smite. I'm gonna back in case I get the need ult against my face again. Okay. The need building. Typical need stuff. Attack speed. Where is Executioner? There's Executioner. Yeah, I can choose also between that Bringer and Executioner to upgrade as a glyph. So. But yeah, as I said, it is mythical, but it does exist. Girls in programming. So that you know. I do programming, but... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead because of an ult. What the... 300 damage? Okay, that was not the correct way. I didn't know that I had my 3 up, or 3 selected. Otherwise I wouldn't gone that way. I didn't do that.
An ally has been slain.
Uh...
An ally has been slain. Teammates started feeding.
I would have done that, but... I see level 7. Okay, ow. Oh, I hit it there twice. Hit it her twice. That's sad. You know what's also sad now that I think about it? This thing doesn't include Silver Branch, bro. And what? You know why I will say Silver Branch? Because that thing gains power on if you go over the attack speed cap. And in this case, the build focuses on attack speed. And Ram has like an ability to increase attack speed. Okay. Okay, my dash got interrupted. I'm gonna go before I get an cross map ult again. I need.
Enemy missing right.
But yeah, the programming skills do exist. And you know how useful it is? ChatGPT for me. It's so easy to go into ChatGPT, but you still do have some human, how do you call it, human knowledge. Like, if, for example, if ChatGPT gives me an answer and I'm like, that doesn't seem right, then yeah. Then I do have to be like, are you sure, ChatGPT? But...
Maybe you should keep an eye on that guy.
That's still it. So, I've been like using ChatGPT actually a lot. Even also for stuff like Discord. I find Discord themed around like an own gamer girls guy. And most of my Discord name stuff goes in there. Hold on, snipes? No. But most of my stuff that like regards of names, I ask ChatGPT because I was like, if I would have like a Project Diva Sakai, if I would own a Project Diva Sakai that is themed around a girly gamer arcade, for example, how would I call Vips or something, you know? Or how would I call people that are like admins? And ChatGPT was like Game Guardians. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. It's useful, but you still have to do some bit of human. I forgot the name again. What's the next thing on this thing? Kinst. I forgot the name again, but human interception, no, human knowledge. Yeah, human knowledge. You need a bit of human. Like, ChatGPT loves to be right. So if ChatGPT is wrong, he thinks it's still right, so you have to say it. But like, God damn it, how do you call it again? How do you call it again? And there's also no Audibo in this. But I think about it.
Be careful.
But you still have to like use your like human brain to think if your answer is correctly. And you can also give feedback like say this answer is correctly because you know I like the answer or it was the one I was looking for. But also I thought he was running away. I kept this tower because I can. There's a juggernaut coming left. Hold on, I can continue my ChatGPT story later.
With me. Be right back. Stick together now, friends.
See ya.
Don't lose hope.
Make it more of a challenge. Careful right.
How do you do so much damage with just fucking transgenders?
Ultimate is ready. Set up an ambush here.
Can I snipe it? Snipes! I sniped! I wonder how this build is gonna be. But, like, I have so much times also for school, just if I'm stuck on something and I don't understand, I'd be like, okay, I've got this error with this piece of code. Can you explain what possible would cause this? And it gives a suggestion, and sometimes it is just like spot on. But also, if it like, if I ask for an example, you know, for example, if you give me in React JavaScript, can you give me a form that, you know, submits towards an API call, you know? So if I submit a form, for example, a login form, that it goes to the API, check login. Just like, sure, it gives an example. But you know also the great part about it? If we're, for example, like, it does a 5-step plan, and it says at like step 5, in step 5 it's like, you know, if there is something I don't understand, or I don't understand where something is coming from, I can be like, oh, in step 5 you said this, can you explain what it does or where it comes from? And it will just generally explain. I think that's better than most YouTube videos with it. Like, it's of course not right, but it still does. You still can ask about explanation if you don't understand something. And it's way more personal. I used it so much, ChatGPT, it's so easy. You know what also a few program teachers say in my school? In like a few years it expects us not to write any more code, but that the AIs do it. You know. So that AI writes all our code, but we just decide if this is correct code or not. There are plenty of videos out there on YouTube also, like, AI writes this, AI does this, you know? Can an AI do this? Oh, I'm dead. Can I hold? What do you recall? I'm not gonna cut Insta, no. But so that's one, the next one was, Ati. So, there are some plenty of videos, but I do think also that my teacher is right, because, of course, AI is gonna be something ethical that also needs to be realized and asked, like, is this still ethical for humans to have, like, done by AIs? Because it's also learning a lot, huh? So. Can I snipe again? Oh, almost. Almost snipes. But, like, think about it like this. Why do we send in 5 years for the AI? I think most of us... She shot the damage. Did you shot the damage on him? He's a tank, huh? I got a kill! Let's go! Actually, this build is decent so far, I have to say. Of course, I would change a few things about the build, but back to AI. Like I said, think about it. Like, every time we ask ChatGPT, for example, that's Dutch, Elise, that's Dutch, they won't understand Dutch. Every time I ask ChatGPT something, you know, and I said this is a correct answer, it's more likely to give that to another person. That's just how you train an AI model, most likely, by input. And telling this input is correctly, this input is faulty, or this input should be done differently. So, like, in like a year maybe, or even, yeah, give it a year, and ChatGPT knows so much. ChatGPT is gonna know so much, that it becomes scary. But like, and that's where the programming part comes in. I don't think we write any more code. I said to my little brother, who's going to like, what is it, like a programming and education, like if you have bachelor, it is two ways down in the Dutch education system, so we call it like MBO, and even 3 ways. Because bachelor's niveau, or degree 6, associate degree is degree 5, and then we have an MBO degree 4 and an MBO degree 3. And he's gonna do 3, basically. So.
An ally has been slain. How much do you think
Type!
maybe
That.
you keep an eye on that guy? Killing spree. Don't you even feel a little bit bad?
I'm not gonna let you. Gonna ages. Gonna ages. Oh. I didn't saw that. But like I said to him, like my little brother, I said like if you accept to go, if you go to like your college next year or two, expect in a year or two not to write any more code and ChatGPT, and he's like, yeah, I'm already using ChatGPT a lot. Like, for example, artists were like really scared because of what AI image generation can do, and I can't understand. But coding guys, you know, the coding world was like, finally, someone that does our job. So, but like it's really helpful, ChatGPT. I'm happy it exists, actually. Like I wouldn't mind if like in a year that I don't write any more software code, you know, that ChatGPT does it. But I think, I still think you need someone to train people on how to use AI. Double kill! Nipple! I'm gonna snipe, eh? Let's go for the quadra. Oh, I'm dead. Dead, damn it. I got a triple. This build is decent. This build is decent. Jesus. And this is where this video comes from. I've seen on YouTube a few people who do be like, what as I earlier said, there's a lot of ChatGPT videos out on YouTube, like, can AI build a game? Can an AI make me a Smite build? Can AI, you know, draw for me? Or can I even saw a YouTube video of a guy who did like Flappy Bird in Unity, but he didn't wrote a single piece of code and he made it work. He asked anything to ChatGPT and only did the design progress. And it was fun to watch, I have to say. But, and also a few YouTubers, as I said, did this, like, for Smite, can you give me, like, for example, can you give me a random Smite gold and a random build, and how well does a Smite perform? And that's where the tricky part come in, and where the human experience, that was it, goddammit, parts come in. Not everything's gonna work. I had, like, the Bologna build that I had, which is now in the trash can and never gonna be used again. And I think I already deleted from my PC, but that one had like a build that was clearly outdated. I had like replaced 2 items because they don't exist anymore in Smite. Luckily, that's why, and that's why I also wanted to do this. Most mage and hunter items from like 1 to 2 years ago still exist, but they are changed a bit. So, changed a bit. And I think, like, as you saw, like, playing a tank... You wanna fight? How do you miss? My higher attack speed, how the shit more than me, goddammit. But that's why I said, that's why I like think, like, stuff like this is fun to do, because you never know what it gives you. Like like as you saw in the first example in the start, I got hell, but that was just to test stuff out, because first I got Bologna, and I was trying to make a video with Bologna, but I had to replace 2 items, and are 3 even, because I had to specify boots don't exist anymore. The first time I asked it, they gave me a build for like Bologna with boots, 2 items that didn't exist, and it even gave me a complete level up order. Yeah, a complete level up order of abilities. So
Retreat left lane.
give you a complete level up order in which way to level your abilities. Which I also assume it takes from data from websites, but I see I don't have any abilities to cause brawlers beats the heck obsessive. My 1 doesn't do any damage, I think. My 2 doesn't do any damage either. Bye brawlers. Doesn't look like I'm applying polish. So.
An enemy juggernaut has
I
arrived.
would suggest running 70.
But, like I said, and then I got Hell, and Hell got it decently built. So I thought, okay, this is something the right way, and I'm gonna do it the video, and I'm gonna be honest. You know, I'm just gonna do a random reroll of an hunter or a mage. Oh.
Out of my way.
Oh, dat niet is confident hoor. Niet wants my ass. He needs wants my ass.
Maybe you should keep an eye on that guy.
Okay.
The enemy juggernaut
I
has
won't
been
let you
destroyed.
down.
Get the niet!
Enemies behind us.
Look at how quickly. Let's see without a grid item. Look how quickly it took him down.
A teammate did a thing.
I miss everything. I'm whiffing.
There goes Blockbuster because they've been shut down.
Make it more.
Shut down.
I pressed G. Oh, damn it. Why is there nobody to clean up?
Thanks. No problem. Double kill.
Can we not focus the unkillable Herc? Can we focus the... You mean unkillable? Killable. I'm whiffing! I don't know what it is with Slash, but Slash have FPS at all. I don't know if it's like something, it's the new UI, but I've done Slash videos before. Let me look at my task manager real quick. Maybe it's Discord. No, it's not Discord. Oh well. Jesus. Oh.
An enemy juggernaut has arrived. No problem.
Wat was er aan mijn FPS erop? In it. That would be your move. Like the Herc is killable if you just focus damage on it. See? What do you mean killable? Unkillable. What do you mean unkillable? Hello, my kills? Okay. Okay. Gonna take tower then, I guess. Gonna take tower then, I guess, huh? What? Oh.
Attack the Titan.
Yeah. Killer! Why am I here? Oh well. I think it was a funny build and I show you for AI for the video. I had to make a thumbnail of it. You know. But this was a new Smite meme video because you never know what you get and you never know what the thing will be. And honestly, this build is decent. I want to say it's a bad build, but I would change, if you go for anti-heal, I would change, you know, Brawler's Beatstick for Toxic Blade. That would have been a way better one. And maybe, you know, Aussie, I get it, but you maybe can go with for like, how you call it, Silver Branch Bro. Or integrate Silver Branch into the build, instead of like Brawler's Beatstick. For example, you can remove Brawler's Beatstick and get Silver Branch Bro nowadays. You get way more power, because you get way more attack speed, and you get over the attack speed caps, which gives you power. But less like I said, that's why I wanted to do this. To see what you get, and see if it's totally dog shit, or totally good. I think this is a pretty good build, but it has some flaws. But if you're new around here and don't know who I am, I'm known as Hudson Elise or Hudson YouTuber. I do these types of videos often or want to plan to do them more. If you like what you saw, leave a comment down below saying ChatGPT so that I know I should do more of these videos. And while you're down there, subscribe, ring the notification bell. And make sure to check out any of my playlists on the auto screen for more Smite content or the icon in the top right. And with that, I'm going to say have a wonderful day. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Bye.
今日の皆さんどうかつまりのとのみなでバイバイバイ思いついたら歩いていけ心のゴミ残さないように